Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. In this video, we're going to be going over the best way to maximize your star piece with the Adventure Week rewards. Now, if you guys did not hear about this already, Niantic actually announced that we're going to be getting 2 weeks of Adventure Week rewards because they messed up Adventure Sync and they actually just recently got it fixed. So I'm pretty sure they're assuming that most people are not going to get it this first week, and therefore they did extend it out until the 17th of June. Now, before we go ahead and get started, as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and find it helpful, feel free to hit that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new to the channel and would like to see more Pokemon Go content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below as well. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we need to talk about right now is going to be the Adventure Week rewards. When exactly do you get these rewards? So you're going to be getting them at 9 a.m. your time. So whatever time zone you're in, you're going to be getting it at 9 a.m. That is when they go live. Now, of course, if you don't open your app until let's say 12 in the afternoon or maybe 3 p.m. or something like that, as soon as you open your app, that is when you're going to get the rewards. And usually there is actually a small enough time window where you can actually go into your bag, drop the star piece, and then actually have it going before you actually get that notification for your rewards. That is a little bit riskier. If you guys want to play it on the safe side, I'd recommend setting an alarm for 8:55 a.m. in the morning, drop your star piece 5 minutes before the rewards go live, and then you should be good to go. That is the safe way to do it. Of course, you can go ahead and risk it and just open up your app, drop that star piece, and then wait until you get that notification for the rewards. Both should work fine. I've actually never had really too many issues waiting for that notification because it does take a little bit of time. Same thing with the friendship bonuses. It's not right away that you get it. You do have a couple of seconds there to click into your bag, drop a lucky egg, drop a star piece, whatever it is you need. Now, of course, in order to get the Stardust bonus of 50,000, you're actually going to have to walk a total of 50 kilometers during this week, as well as next week as well. These are both going to yield 2 different rewards. You can get a grand total of 100,000 Stardust, essentially if you do not use a star piece. 75,000 Stardust if you do use a star piece. Now, it has not been confirmed that a star piece will add on to this, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that it will. I don't think Niantic is going to limit it or anything like that. They have done this in the past with, for example, special research rewards. If you do have a star piece on it, usually does multiply it as well. Now, the real question is, how do you maximize that star piece, right? So, for example, you get that 75,000 Stardust with the Adventure Week rewards, but then you have, 25 minutes, 28 minutes left in your star piece? What do you do in order to maximize the use out of that star piece? So that's what we're going to be going over right now. Now, of course, this is highly going to be for free-to-play players. I know pay-to-play players might have an excess amount of star pieces, in which case, well, you don't necessarily have to do all this, but of course, if you do want to get the max use out of your star piece, I do highly recommend it. You could, of course, use that star piece for something else later on. Alright, so the first thing is, go out and catch wild Pokemon. So go to your local grind spot, drop some lures, just go around spawn point hunting, good cluster spawns, whatever it is, guys. Go out and either have your Go Plus on while it catches for you, or just go ahead and fast catch at the cluster spawn spots. Of course, this is going to vary depending on where you live, but this is an excellent way to get that bonus Stardust. Now, for catching a Pokemon in its base stage, you get 100 Stardust. For catching a Pokemon in its second stage, you get 300 Stardust. And then for catching a Pokemon in its final and third stage, it's going to yield 500 Stardust. Now, of course, if the weather boost is active, and it is active on the Pokemon that you are catching, you're going to get an additional bonus of plus 25 Stardust on the base stage, plus 50 Stardust on the second stage, and plus 125 Stardust on the third stage. So in total, you get 125 for the base, 350 for the second stage, and 625 for the final stage. Pretty good, right? Now, that is just going to be without the star piece. With the star piece, you can go ahead and add 1.5 times to that total. Another thing that you can do that's similar to catching wild Pokemon is stacked research Pokemon. Now, of course, you cannot get the weather bonus on these stacked research Pokemon, but it is an easy way to just go through as many as possible using the fast catch trick and just, farm a bunch of XP and a bunch of Stardust. And you can have up to 100 stacked research encounters before they start disappearing. I know a lot of people are doing the Onyx quest right now, trying to get the shiny Onyx, so you can just, instead of catching it, let it sit there in your stacked research and basically just farm that as soon as the Adventure Week rewards go live and you have your star piece going to get the max amount of Stardust. Alright, now the next thing that you can do is go ahead and berry feed a Pokemon. So what you want to do is you want to get a couple Pokemon in gyms before the Adventure Week rewards go live, and then you get 20 Stardust per every berry fed. Now you can feed up to 100 berries to 10 different Pokemon in 30 minutes. So you'd have to have at least a Pokemon in 2 different gyms with like, you know, at least 10 different Pokemon in there. So what, 6 in the first gym, 4 in the second gym, and then you can feed 10 berries each, yielding 20 Stardust per berry. Now with the star piece, that's going to be 30 Stardust per berry. So a really easy way to get some more Stardust. Believe it or not, guys, it is a very, very fast process, and it's really not going to take too much time to stack up that Stardust. So really good thing to add on to your list right there. Now the next one is going to be opening gifts from friends. Now it does tend to vary. Sometimes you don't get any Stardust, and sometimes you can get up to 300 Stardust from opening gifts from friends. So, you know, wait until you open your gifts and basically just go ham. Open all 20. Hopefully you'll get some Stardust bonuses in there, and you should be good to go. Just another added bonus with that star piece on. Additionally, you could do PvP as well. You can get up to 3 rewards from battling with your friends, ultra friends, best friends. You can do remote battles or just local friends. And then additionally, you do get the 1 team leader battle that will give you the rewards as well. So sometimes you do get Stardust from that. Another easy way to get some Stardust right there. Now the next one that we have on our list right here is going to be a very, very good one. Personally, I'm going to be doing this one myself. For free-to-play players out there, if you do have, you know, a bunch of incubators stacked up, I definitely recommend going through and using them with this star piece. And here's why. You can hatch 9x5, 9x7, or 9x10 kilometer eggs and get a massive Stardust bonus, guys. Now for 5 kilometer and 7 kilometer eggs, you can get anywhere from 800 to 1600 Stardust per hatch, and then from 10 kilometer eggs, you can get anywhere from 1600 to 3200 Stardust per hatch. This is without a star piece. With the star piece, just go ahead and add on that 1.5 times. It's a nice amount right there. And so basically you just want to have your eggs ready to go, what, like 4.8 out of 5, you know, 6.7, 6.8 out of 7, etc. You guys get the point. Have them pretty much about to hatch, and then as soon as those rewards go live, go out there and finish them off. Point 2 really shouldn't take you 30 minutes, and of course you could be doing some of these other things that I mentioned in this video, you know, while you're trying to grind out that distance. And if you're kind of wondering, well, how do I get the distance so close? Well, there's a nice little sock method that my buddy FLW Videos has a video on. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that in the description below. You guys can check it out. I definitely do recommend it if you are trying to farm the distance. It's a really good way not only to get that 50 kilometers for Adventure Week, but also just get your eggs ready to hatch right before those rewards go live. So link will be in the description. Definitely recommend checking it out. And then the next one is that you do get 2,000 Stardust from the Field Research Breakthrough Box. So of course this is heavily dependent on if you do have your stamps lined up with the Adventure Week rewards. Of course, go ahead and claim it, get that extra 2,000 Stardust. With the star piece, that'd be 3,000 Stardust. It's kind of a small add-on there, but of course it does help. And then finally, we have these special research rewards, which is going to be heavily dependent on if you have already completed the Mew, Celebi, and Melton quests. If you have not, you can most likely benefit from this with the Stardust rewards that you do get from completing each part. Now, I don't know all the rewards on the top of my head, but I know that you do get some Stardust rewards, especially when you complete the quest entirely. So towards the end of the quest, you do get a nice amount of Stardust. If you've not completed that or cashed that in already, excellent time to actually take advantage of it while you do have that star piece going and just get a nice little bonus there. And so that is going to be everything that you can do to maximize your star piece with the Adventure Week rewards. Of course, the main one, guys, is going to be to get that 50 kilometers walked. That way you can get that 75,000 Stardust with the star piece. I mean, honestly, that is so much Stardust. Everything else is a nice bonus, and it's going to add on very, very well. Of course, I have no doubt in my mind, guys, that you will be able to accumulate over 100,000 Stardust combining all of these great Stardust methods. Berry feeding, opening gifts, stacked research Pokemon, wild Pokemon. There are so many things that you could honestly do to maximize that star piece. As a free-to-play player, this is always my goal, is to maximize my resources, and honestly, I just love sharing that with you guys. I definitely think that, you know, the more people that take advantage of this, that means more Pokemon you can power up, more Pokemon that you can add second charge moves to for PvP. You know, your options are pretty much unlimited, and so I really do hope that you guys do take advantage of this. But with that being said, my friends, that is basically going to do it for this video. I hope you did find it helpful. If you did, feel free to hit that like button down below. As always, I'd really appreciate it. And if you do want to see more Pokemon Go content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well for future videos. And I will see you all real soon in the next one.